Hello and welcome. I'm Zach, and I'm going to be working on a music production for Ward Nichols. His information will be in the description. He gave me some lyrics as well as some ideas and some loops to build around, and it is my job to go in and fill in all of the rest of the instruments as well as the lead vocals and any background vocals. We made some progress yesterday, and so I'm hoping we can finish tracking for the song. For instruments, we can get things copied and pasted, and then we can make some fun decisions on production for things like drops right before maybe a chorus or something like that. But anyway, I might have a little bit of singing to do today, although I don't know how much my voice is back. I've been sick for a while, but might have to redo a couple things. But anyway, I digress. Here's what we have so far. Just for context, I'm going to play it without the voice first. That way you can kind of hear the context of the instrumental. And then afterwards, I'm going to keep punching in. This is completely live. I've played drums live. I've played all of the synths live. I've made a couple synths from scratch using Logic's Alchemy. We've played all of the chords here. We've played an electric guitar live. This is Ward's acoustic guitar loop that we used to build the song. And then we've sung, played a vocoder, and all of the things. And I've been programming the drums just by playing the parts right here on my keyboard. So for instance, we use like a snare drum here that I just played. So anyways, I digress. Let's see if we can jump right in. I'm going to show you a little bit of what we have so far. Send over the YouTube invite to Mr. Ward in case he's available so that he can watch. Otherwise, if you're here for the first time, welcome. Feel free to drop comments or chat with me, or if you're watching it afterwards, feel free to put it on 2x speed until you see the technique or instrument or vocal that you'd like to see. That way you can kind of skim through. But anyways, here we go. Here's a little bit of what we have so far. Start the build, real drums. There's my guitar. I think that might be coming in just a little bit too quickly here with this. Yeah, probably just a little too aggressive. Let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. All right, let's see if we can make that work a little smoother here. Okay, I just heard an extra thing. Hang on, let's check on that. There is some sort of thing letting go here. I hear an extra echo. Let's see if we can figure out why. Okay. The tape stop effect needs to go further. That's what it is. I think that will automatically fix that issue that we just heard. Let's go look at our tape stop effect and let's drag it a little further. Okay, that should fix it. Let's see if that cleaned that up. Okay, not bad. Fun little build here. Just realizing that, by the way, that's a lot of what today is just problem solving. We're going to delete this and we're going to make that slide happen a little bit later. There we go. You know what? Might be cooler to have this slide go a little bit slower. Might be cool to slow down the speed at which this increases pitch. There we go. Let's try that. Yeah, it sounds nice. A little added emotion from that slide being a little bit slower. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let's start it there. Let's get rid of all these little points in there. All right, let's try that. A little slower. Yeah, that sounds better. So then now we can copy and paste this to our other lead sounds. Let's see how that sounds in context. Good enough. Okay, that works for right now. This drop isn't 100% strong yet. Okay, not bad. Let's keep moving. Might add some more background vocals here. We've got half length build here. Uh-oh. Something's not working right. Let's take a look. Okay, we're just gonna take all the changes that we've made and we're gonna copy and paste all of these to make sure that they're in the right place. There we are. That should fix all the changes. Something not working. Ah, I see. The automation didn't follow us. That's okay. We can go ahead and paste this right at the beginning of the chorus. Let's see if it worked. Yeah. Looks like we need to grab the automation for all of these. Yep. Okay. So once we do this, you'll hear that. You'll hear those synths fall. There it is. Oh. Sort of the idea. Do I have this too long? Yeah, I do. So I have a better idea. I think what we can do is just this. Let's try to see if we can copy and paste this in a little bit cleaner of a way. I think that part of the issue is copy the data. There we go. That's cleaner. There we go. That's more correct. So I'm sure you can hear it. There's a little bit of bleed over. I think that's because we need to take care of. I'm going to mute the drums for a minute so we can take care of these pads. We have a little bit of things that could potentially be fixed up here by putting this tape stop effect longer. Yeah, even then, we're going to make it even longer. Even longer. That should work. Yep, okay. Sweet. We need the same thing for these pads. And probably same thing for the bass. That way we don't have like an extra little ringing out at the end. And once we do this, we can copy and paste it over to the other chorus. Okay, let's try that. See if that makes it sound correct. Cool. Yeah, we have that dead silence, which is what we're looking for. I hear it somewhere else. We got to figure out where that extra... I think it has to do with one of the reverbs here, but maybe not. Okay, so I figured out what it is. Yep, that's what it is. So this air choir swell pad, the reverb from it is too long. There we go. We fixed it. Okay. So I think that that is now fixed. Let me see if it still sounds good in the context of the mix, though. That'll work? Okay. Okay, I think we have fixed that issue. I think it's probably good for us to grab all these again and just copy it again. No reason not to. Saves us a lot of heartache when we don't have to do things twice. Yeah. All right, I hear one more pad that's bleeding over. Is it here? Nope, not that one. Nope, not those. I think it might be one of the synth leads. Once we take care of this, I think we'll find. Actually, maybe we'll keep it because it's just like a tiny, tiny little tail. I think it might create a little bit of ambience there. All right, let's take a listen. We probably need to start adding some more risers here. I don't really like this riser, honestly. But it'll work for right now, for what it is. Okay. Let's see if we can find a good riser for this. Bruh. Sure. Let's hard cut here. Let's bring this here. Good enough? We'll try using this riser for a little bit here. Okay. We'll paste this and see how it feels. Okay. This, I think, is really going to help the overall build and whatnot for this song. So let's see how that sounds in context. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm doing some of this routing. I'm finding some things that I don't want here. Wow, that actually cleans that up a lot. I didn't realize that I accidentally had this routing. There we go. So we're just watching these risers and seeing how they actually sound in context. So we've got some build. I haven't done much ear candy yet, but this is where our risers come in. It's a little shrill for me. Okay, I'm okay with that. It's pretty smooth. Probably could turn up the impact kicks a little bit. The reverse sounds pretty good though. Let's try that. Then we go to 16th or 8th note. 16th, 32nd. Hold. Nice little flat line topper. We put some distortion on this, make it a little crunchier. There's it normally. There's it with the distortion. I I still think we could even use more of this impact. Let's try that. Yeah, it's got that metallic sound to it. I'm gonna quickly take out all the buses that I don't actually intend. Uh-oh. Oh, what do I do here? There we go. I'm gonna take out all the buses that I don't actually intend to be here. Oh, wait. All right, I guess I already have. Okay, we're good. All right, let's start building here. One, two. We're gonna drop. Ready? Here we go. Oh. And then we haven't done anything yet for these for this next chorus. Not sure. We've got a different flow for the second chorus. So let's see if we can start hearing some of this in context. I like how dark and kind of back this is. We've got like our creepy thing that I sang. I just sang right in the mic. Maybe we could use a little more of that. Maybe I don't have to be afraid of that. Same thing. And I have that going right alongside my electric guitar, pairing them together. I haven't done any background vocals yet. I'm not planning on doing that quite yet. Bring it right back in. I'm thinking I might want to do that tape stop effect here on all of the instruments. Yep, I do, for sure. So what we can do is take this little bubble right here, this one and this one. Then we can take it and put it the measure before, I think. That didn't work. Yeah, we gotta make this a little smaller. I think that should work. Yep, that'll work. So then I need to put this right on the halfway point. Now we can copy and paste this to our other synths, and I'll let you see what that looks like in just a second. There we are. All right, let's take a listen to just the synths here. I'm wondering, should we do it here too? Yeah, I'm thinking so. Where would we have to put this? Right here? Nope. think I have to put it on the and here. There we are. Let's try that. Got to figure out where to put this. That's almost it. Let's see if that works. Okay. Come on. No? All the way on beat 3? Maybe. That's it. I didn't realize it was going to be that easy. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Yeah, it has that nice little tail. It falls off really cleanly. We're probably going to have to do Ward's loops in the same way with the remix effect. Let's do that. Let's get the remix effect going. And the thing that we need to open here for this remix effect is tape stop on and off. From here, we can just copy and paste. And that should work. Let's see how it sounds. That's exactly what we're looking for. Feels good, man. Let's copy and paste all of these over to the next chorus before we make any big adjustments. Sure, we can erase the automation data because we are pasting new automation data. Didn't work properly. That's okay. We can just redo this real quick. Paste it right on beat 1. Yeah, that'll work. Paste it right on beat 1 of the chorus, and that should help this out quite a bit. Same thing, paste it right at the start of the chorus. And I don't really want to deal with this one yet. So here's what we have. Then into verse 2. This next time we've added in some bass right at the beginning. I think I might like to bring this up in the mix. Yeah, why not? Yeah, that bass really helps fill out verse 2. So here's verse 1 with no bass. The only thing I have for bass is just a pad, but I have it up an octave. For the second verse, I have it in right from the beginning with this deep cloud bass here. Really fills out that low range. Along with the percussion that we have. It comes out well. We have this vocal lead synth. I'm thinking of doing more of these. So maybe we'll paste in this one that we didn't actually use from verse 1. We'll paste it into verse 2. I don't know if that's the right spot or not. Let's see. Yeah, it's the right spot. Sounds fine. Might like to put in a second one of those being on E flat to D. Why don't we try it? That could be really, that could be pretty fun here. Wait a minute. Why do I not hear myself? Check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Okay, there we go. All right, let me put on low latency mode. Now we're going to sing E flat to D. Let's see. I actually don't know if I like it. I don't know that I like it. It's got a nice creepy vibe to it, but I don't actually know if I like it. Could work. No, and then that one has an E natural in it, so we can't do it here. I don't know. We might consider it later. For right now, we'll leave it. Not 100% sold that that's the effect I actually need or want there. So, there we go. Okay, had to make sure my volumes work properly. Then we've got our build. Okay, sweet. Let's leave that for right now. Next thing I want to do is take care of a little bit of this dopamine riser here. This little fun riser. What I want to do is I want to bring it sort of out of the water a little bit. It's just like a little bit too much right now. So we're going to put it probably beat 4. All right, there we go. Let's bring it out of the water here. Too much. That's fine. Actually, maybe volume would just work better than me doing this. Let me try both. I could just try volume. Ah. Oh, just a little glitch. I think it's fine as is for this first course to leave it. The second one is where we can build it in with some volume. I think that sounds fine. So maybe we'll put in some nice landing percussion here on the drop. I'm sorry, on the chorus. Yeah, let's do that. But then maybe we'll do no drums at the beginning of this chorus just to shake things up here. maybe we put another hit here. That's where we'll have the big drum fill. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do another one of these. We'll make this a much shorter slide in. But we probably need this to be much more aggressive. Yeah, sounds good. That works for right now. And that'll be where we actually do the full build in. I do think we could just straight up copy and paste these for that halfway point. Let's get this over here. Yeah, let's copy. We'll do a drum fill in a little bit. Okay, we got to get our fallers here on the drop. Do we have our drop yet? No, we don't have our impact. Let's get our impact going. That's going to be 2 beats before the drop. Let's get that. Okay, it's pretty clean. Let's get our actual risers and drop elements. We're gonna actually do a double drop here, I think, after doing some thinking about it. Okay, we might do an additional drop here in just a second. So we got drop. I think I'm gonna do a fake drop here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ka! So we're gonna cut this. Actually, we don't need to cut that because nothing's playing here. We need to do 1, 2, ka! Right there. So we need to take out all of those here. And I'll show you why in just a second. We don't even have any drums pasted here yet, so that's fine. Ka! That's where that'll come in, and we'll do the second half of the drop here. Ka! So we can go ahead and paste this here. Whoops, wrong place. All right. So then the other thing we can do is we can drop it 2 beats later for our fallers here. Same thing with our impact kick. We can do that. And instead of putting it 2 beats before, we'll actually put it right on. I think this will line up. Ah. 2. Ka! Oh, I see. I put it in the wrong spot. All right, these went to the wrong spot. I put them way too late. Put them a full measure too late. There we go. That's much better. Nice. We'll get the percussion pasted over in just a second. These are good. This we need to get dropped for 2 beats. That's what we're looking for. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and do the drop here. Check this out. We can. Uh-oh. That did not work in the way that I wanted it to. I see why it didn't work. Let's take off the tape stop effect here. I think that's why it didn't work. We could just remove these, and that should fix it. Let's see. Okay, there's other problems now. That's a yikes. We have to get the pitch bend figured out. All right, so we're gonna undo some of this. There we go. Let me see if I can fix some of this. Let me just do just the drop elements. Huh? Can I do that? And then I can scoot this in by 2 beats. So we got 1, 2. This is just math at this point. Just trying to figure out how to get this exactly lined up so that all of the right elements of my pitch bend can be at the right beat. Let's try that. See if that works. Ah, okay. Got it. Okay. I gotta figure out where else to paste everything now. Should be easier to paste in these chorus synths here. They're not chorus synths, they're drop synths. Let me get these drops here. Drop 2 has to go here. Please, dear Lord, let this work. So we gotta kill this for right now. We're gonna make another one of these a little bit later. I think that's gonna be awesome. Let's try that. Erase. Well, that's not going to work. So we need to drag all of these to beat 2. I think we do that manually because I think we're going to have some problems if we don't. There we go. Now, I think that should work. You know what? I think we're going to end up using that tape stop effect for something else. I have an idea for this. For the synth leads, we're going to actually probably cut this one note here. Yeah, we're going to cut that note. Yo, this is going to be so cool once I get it actually like fully built out. I'm going to use the tape stop effect for that part in particular. So we need a drop. Everything that we use for the drop is what we need here. Okay. Well, I think we just copy and paste it and that's fine. Sure. I don't know what. Okay. I see. So we're going to definitely use this tape stop effect, but not yet. Okay, could be cool for an ending, but let's deal with that in a minute. This does not work. I see why. This has to be exactly this for the second half. There we go. Fixed it. Cool. Okay, so that fixes that problem. Now we need to get this. No, I can't do it that way. I have to go in and edit individually the MIDI region length to be the right length. Okay. Has to be right to beat 2. Again, this has to be directly to beat 2. Let's try that. Good enough. Okay, so then now we need to get our drums over. That shouldn't be too hard though. This, I'm pretty sure we can just get away with. That did not work. But that will. I see the problem. Okay, fix that. Ah. We haven't done any automation yet, but we'll deal with that in a minute. For right now, what I want to do is I want to go take everything having to do with this first. Whoops. I don't know that I actually like this impact here. We're going to turn this muted for a minute. Yeah, much cleaner. Yeah, I like that cut here on beat 1, but we need to get rid of this kick here. We don't need this kick on beat 1. There we go. Let's try hearing the drop now. Okay, next thing I want to do is I'd like to put in a tape stop effect to get into that second beat. Oh, I just realized that's a tape stop. It needs to be a tape start. Right? Ah. Maybe it does work that way when you start a note. Let me see. It's kind of cool. We could do something with that. Okay, I actually don't think it's going to work in the way that I want it to, but that's fine. We might draw some automation in. So we need to go grab the pitch here. Okay, that didn't work. Uh-oh. I can't get this to zero out. Bruh. Trying to figure out if there's any way for me to like specifically target the zero here. There's got to be a way for me to type this in, right? Not exactly what I meant. Bro, can't figure this out. But the problem is this is not zeroed out, and I don't know how to force it. Oh. Huh. Okay. We'll take that. I don't know how that happened, but now we can drop this all the way. Let's drag this over. Perfect. Now here's the thing, we can copy and paste this automation to all of the other tracks. Oh, I forgot where to put it. We need to put it, oh, just before the note. Okay, that's easy. Did that work on the automation? do pitch bend. Does that work? There we go. Much smoother. There we go. All right. Way better. All right. What do we need to do? Having trouble thinking here. Oh, duh. So instead of going to the remix effects, we need to go back to the gain plugin and copy and paste these right here, right? Much better. Now we have side chaining that goes along with the kick. Got to do the same thing in the bass. We need to go, instead of the tape stop, we need to go back to gain, and we need to paste it right here. Let's see how those synths sound with the drums now. Okay, it's pretty good. Let's get Ward, his gain here. We need to do the same thing, his loops that he gave us. There we go. Let's see how that sounds. That's in a better spot. Drop. We're gonna do no drums here. All the way to the drop. 1, 2. Yeah, the little the little drop on the double drop here is good. Drop out on bass on beat 1 here is nice. With just that snare reverb. All right, let's go back and see if we can add in some vocals. See what's going on.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old tobacco. An unkempt house where the walls feel hollow.
I want to take care of the word hollow.
Feel hollow.
I want to start it sooner.
Hollow.
Okay.
Hollow. Hollow. Hollow.
Sounds fake. I should just re-sing it at some point.
Hollow. Noise in print. Analysis falls to the floor. Searching for a life I don't need anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm dying, chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread. Hot asphalt burns underneath my feet. Hot asphalt burns underneath my feet. The quarterback knows the sack is bittersweet, but painted resolve finally cuts through the metal. 'Cause the past is a prison where the shadows settle. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm dying, chasing clouds in my head. I'm dying, chasing clouds in my head. sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spray. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. I can see the light of the golden thread. Light of the golden thread.
Okay, when I get back, what I think I'm going to do is start building in some different vocal chain effects, like maybe doing some delay throws for this long break, and then right on that big drop, the light of the golden thread. For that, I'm thinking that maybe I'll have it go way back into the background regarding the amount of, what do you call it, reverb we have on it. Let me see. Maybe we could just do this. Let's try something like that. I'll at least get this started.
The light of the golden thread. So I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread.
Okay, let's get this bypassed except for the points that we actually need it. Right on the word thread is where we want it to start. So I did that opposite of what I intended. There. Wait, what? What? Oh, I see. Okay. There we go.
The golden thread. The light of the golden thread. I can see the light of the golden thread. I can see the light of the golden thread. Hot and light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread.
I don't like the way that I did that. I really don't like the way that I did that. We're gonna have to put this on a different yeah. Thinking we're gonna have to put this on a different channel entirely.
The light of the golden thread.
The word thread, we're gonna have to put on a different channel.
Golden thread.
Whoops. Didn't mean to move it.
The golden thread.
But there's problems with this now.
Light of the golden thread.
I don't want the vocoder to have all the effects, but I just want the lead vocal to have them. But I still want the vocoder to not be disrupted and have to go onto a different track. I'll have to problem solve this later. I'm going to take a break for now. My goal is to get some of the vocals taken care of for the drops, to make it a little bit further in the back. That way the synths and like the leads and whatnot and everything that we've created in the percussion and the ducking, all of that can kind of take a front row seat. I'm gonna have to make another track here and figure out how to route the vocoder to it appropriately. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to try, but that's fine. I'm gonna do that when I get back. So thank you guys so much for watching. Looking forward to coming back here in a little bit. Thank you.